Lebanon has brought an outstanding crowd with them tonight over here to Laverne High School.
Strong crowd, Tommy. That's standing room only on that side.
They say the visiting bleacher seats about 800, and we've got about 810 over there on that far side. Crocker, quarterback for the Wolverines of Laverne High School. They'll put it in play, 1st and 10 at their own 35. The score is tied at 7 with 1:25 to go in the first quarter. Crocker in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. They get the play signaled in from their quarterback, from their head coach, Will Hester. There's the snap, and Crocker rolls right. He wants to throw deep. He's got a man down there. It's going to be incomplete, and they throw a flag late. Fairchild locked up in man coverage on the wide receiver, Chris Gray. The ball slightly overthrown. There is no such thing as an uncatchable ball in high school football. Brad, it looks like he got Drew Fairchild on a little bit of push or contact.
He sure did. 87 and got past Fairchild, though tightly, pretty tight coverage. Fairchild put his hands on him right in front of the ref, gave him a push to the ground. An obvious pass interference call, Tommy.
Yeah, that's not good. Ball's going to be spotted 15 yards from the previous spot. That'll put it squarely at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines of Laverne High School. Cannon at a defensive end, Carruthers at a defensive end, Reese for Lebanon. The give is to Tillery as he tries the middle, and he gets nowhere. Nowhere. Big, bad Robert Carruthers pushes him to the ground. Miles Dillon on the stop. Ty Cross and Elliott Wheat in there for Lebanon as they gang tackle Mr. Randall Tillery.
Doing a good job, Tommy. And there again, Andy Cannon again in there on the play.
Pretty good-looking defensive front, and we remind you that Miles Dillon is playing there right now in place of D.D. Lattimore, who's out with the knee sprain. D.D. not dressed. 2nd down and 10, inside 40 seconds in the first. They bring Kapliner on a blitz. He goes nowhere. Tillery tries the left side. He picks up about 5 or 6. They ran a run blitz on the backside with Kapliner. Tillery picks up about 5 or 6 on that play. As it's 3rd down and about 4.
Wheat and Cannon again coming in to make the stop. Cannon doing a good job of stringing it out. When he did, Tillery had to cut it back inside. And at that point, Wheat was there to make the play.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter. We're tied at 7. We're going to take a 1-minute break. 1 minute. This is the Blue Devil Football Network on WANT. Looking at a 3rd and 4. The ball's at the 44, and a whistle sounds as they try to run the first play of the second quarter. Ball is at the Lebanon 44. 3rd and 4 for the Wolverines. And offside against Lebanon. That'll be a 1st down. Terry, a basket full of penalties in the early going here tonight.
Tommy, first play of the second quarter, Lebanon already 4 penalties, 40 yards. Laverne 3 for 15.
This one has not been played very cleanly from a penalty point of view. Laverne picks up the 1st down. The ball will be spotted at the Lebanon 40. Crocker in the gun, gives it to Tillery as he tries the right side. Reeves grabs him, leans on him, pulls him down. Miles Dillon on the tackle. Carruthers is there, along with Andrew Gammon. Lebanon needs to get a lot of helmets around the football. Last week, they told me that Lebanon missed 32 tackles against Cookeville, and that doesn't seem like that's possible, but we did miss a bunch.
Well, Reeves coming up right there, making good contact, but he rolled off and picked up 2.5 yards after contact was made. We got to step up in that hole, hit him in the mouth, and hold on to him.
2nd down and 5 at the Lebanon 35. Laverne is driving. 2 wide receivers left, 2 rights. Laverne in the gun, and a whistle sounds again. Delay of game, Wolverines. week of the season, there does not need to be that many penalties.
Well, usually they say the best officiated games when you leave the field, nobody knows you've been there, and I think we're going to realize these bunch have been here tonight.
Ball is backed up to the 40. 2nd down and 10 for Laverne. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Crocker takes it and he rolls right. Sets up. He's being chased by Lebanon. Now he's going to pull it down and run. And Cannon smacks him and knocks him down right at the line of scrimmage. Andy Cannon, outstanding pursuit from that backside defensive end, working along the line of scrimmage. Bob Lee makes the tackle.
He's been a busy young man here in the first half tonight, Tommy. He's been in on a lot of plays. He's having a nose for that football, and he has made several big plays tonight for the Blues.
This football game being brought to you on WANT, FM 98.9 Lebanon, WCOR, and ATWSportscast.com around the world on the internet. 3rd down and 10. The ball's at the 40. Crocker takes the football and he rolls left. Throws out in the flat. He's got his man for first down yardage and a little bit more as Calderon Williams couldn't get him down, and a late flag comes out at the end of the play. On the reception, it looked like Chris Gray makes the catch. No, that was not Gray. We'll check who the receiver is. That was 84. But there is a late flag on the play. Darnell Horton on the reception for the Wolverines, and a late flag. Brad, you were there. What did you see?
It was an obvious late flag. Matthew Maynard gave him a shove after he was about 2 yards in. Gave him a shove. Dumb play. That's the best way to put it, Tommy.
Brad, if you can, try to stay between the 30s, because we lose you a little bit when you get out of antenna range. So Laverne gets a little extra yardage as if they need it. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 11. 10 minutes to go in the half. Laverne's Crocker takes a snap and he rolls right. He throws into the end zone deep. And he caught it, but he was out of bounds. He threw it to Gray in the back of the end zone. Gray went up on the fade route, and he was out of bounds.
Tommy, I'll take your word for it. I can't look around the plywood. I feel like the bedroom on Green Acres there.
Let me give you a little slack there, my friend. Crocker incomplete on the pass as he threw a beautiful spiral to the back of the end zone intended for Chris Gray, his top receiver, but it goes incomplete as Gray cannot get 2 feet down in the back of the end zone. Wolverines looking at a 2nd and 10 at the Lebanon 11. Crocker again rolls right. He throws it up in the air, and it's incomplete. Intended over there for Justin Bather. Bather on a little bubble screen type route. He was on the slot, rolled to his right, and tried to get upfield. He had coverage by a Lebanon defender, and that pass goes incomplete. So twice on 1st and 10 at the 11, the Wolverines come up incomplete. Terry, what about Crocker throwing the football tonight?
Tommy, 6 attempts here in the first half, 2 completions for Crocker, 26 yards.
Again, the Wolverines stay in the shotgun. 3 receivers now on the right. They go trips with a tight bunch on the right. Crocker rolls that way, throws the curl into the middle, and it is caught by Bather on about the 5-yard line. Kapliner there quickly to make the tackle, but the ball will be spotted just inside the 5-yard line, and they will have to bring the field goal unit on for the attempted field goal attempt. Hayes will attempt the kick. The ball will be spotted at the 12. Call it a 22-yard attempt from the near hash. Snap, spot, kick is up. Yes! It is blocked. It is blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Lebanon got in there quickly, and it looked like Calderon Williams.
That was who it was, Tommy.
Blocked that field goal attempt, and folks, you may not believe this, but Lebanon practices block field goals every day in practice, and you practice it, you got a chance of making it happen on game night. Calderon Williams sprinting from that right side, throws himself out there full bore and blocks the field goal attempt by Hayes, and Laverne is turned away. 4:10 to go in the first half. Lebanon takes over 1st and 10 at the Blue Devils 7. That was huge. Lebanon breaks the huddle. Salas under center, still too tight, with a fullback and a tailback and one receiver. That's Hollingsworth wide right. The give is to Hastings, and he finds a little crease up the middle out near the 10, and he's pushed back. Good initial surge by Lebanon's offensive front, and Hastings is shoved back.
He had a good crease there at one time, Tommy, but it closed up quick. I thought he was going to hit it for something big there for a second.
The ball will be at the 9, so call it a gain of 2. Blankenship is the center, and he's over the ball. Salas, the quarterback. Maynard at tailback. Hastings is your tailback, excuse me. Maynard's the fullback. To give the play fake to the tailback. They're going deep. Trying to hit Hollingsworth, and it's knocked away. At the last possible second, Bather is in man coverage on Hollingsworth. The throw was on the inside toward the numbers instead of toward the sideline, and Bather had a chance to recover and make the play.
Well, Hollingsworth turned defender right there toward the very end. He did a good job of making sure that nobody caught the ball. He didn't have a good chance to get it at the time. A good coverage by Laverne right there, and we had to turn defender to make sure that no one caught it.
3rd and 8, Lebanon at their own 9. 8:27 to go in the first half. Score tied at 7-7. Hutto steps off the line and goes in motion. The fake is to Hastings. The give is to Hutto on a little flare route, and he's out near first down yardage. He's close. Brad, does he have it?
Tommy, he looks to be about a yard short, maybe 3/4 of a yard short. They're lining up right now.
Lebanon will keep the offense on the field. The Sticks have it. It's almost 2 yards to go. Salas and Lebanon's offense going to stay on the field. Look for him to run no play. Try to draw him offside. One man jumped. He gets back. Lebanon's going to burn a timeout here and kick the ball away. That's what they do. They burn a timeout, kick the football away as they tried to get Laverne to jump off sides. Smart play, and they almost, well, they got him to jump.
Well, who says they're going to punt it now?
Pardon me. Pardon me.
I know we're at our own 14-yard line, but, hey, that's just the way Bobby Brown thinking right now. You know, we can't get them to jump offside. We'll send the punt unit out there, and then what do?
Who knows?
There's no telling.
There is absolutely no telling. Jacob Maynard was back in there at fullback. Gunner on the far side. Jacob Maynard is the up back. Laverne's thinking anything but a punt. Low snap. Ooh. He kicks it away. It hits and takes a Laverne bounce. And it will go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 20 yards on that punt. And that, children, is why we sometimes fake the punts. Matthew Maynard is an outstanding athlete. He sometimes gets off good punts, and sometimes he doesn't. And sometimes with that inconsistency is why Lebanon is so prone to go for it on 4th down. Laverne in a great situation. 7:29 to go in the half, and they've got it 1st and 10. The give is to Hillary. He tries the right side. He breaks a tackle, breaks another, and is finally wrestled down by Matthew Maynard. But not after going from his 35 all the way down for a 12-yard pickup for a 1st down. Laverne, the ball's going to be spotted at the Lebanon 23-yard line. Call it the 24. Call it the 24-yard line of Lebanon. Terry, what about Tillery tonight?
Tommy, 7 carries, 84 yards here in the first half by Tillery.
Boy, that is healthy running the football. They throw it so much, and then they give it to the tailback, and he catches so many people by surprise. Crocker, the quarterback, three receivers on the left. The give is to Tillery, and he slips down, and is wrestled down by Carruthers. He took a knee at the 24. And where